Yes.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good,
You don't like
it's
turkey
not
ham no
bragging.
more,
And
Grandma?
elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off.
Look like this in from Amos Market this week.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
When I get paid, I use the money to go to the store. I get paid for
But they get him on the ground at the 20.
Yeah.
So Michigan's offense
Really the
comes on the field
22nd,
first
but
today.
my money hits my
And we're gonna get a
account
quick
2
look
days
at one of
early.
the early leaders for the
Yeah.
Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar
Yeah, today the
season.
19th.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put
Great
up
boy.
huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Right back to the well. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Here we go.
Yep.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Michigan. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense got him at the 27.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go. You're seeing it here on the big stage.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
It's a seam wide open, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The offense changing the play. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass on second down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go.
He'll pull it on the read. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll move the tight end. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the single back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He breaks a tackle. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. After run, now throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Fires complete on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Oh, they're after him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working the big fella downfield and outside. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting...
Breaks into the open. Stop him at the 7.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Huskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Michigan 27, Nebraska 11.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's McPherson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McPherson. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give on the option. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. He now has 91 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Nebraska, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rousseau. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the part where this defense has just got to lock in.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Cornhuskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Makes the catch. It's busted. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. Slithers into space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, what a cut! What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
With the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly, finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Grab behind the line. It's McPherson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Michigan 41, Nebraska 31.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware that it's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Quarterback making checks. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off and may ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
No No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Might as well stick with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the 1st down. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the 1st down with the run.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McPherson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The the offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down. Boom.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go right back to it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.